There's microphone tests. Okay.
首だ。首を狙いユータ。よし、あそこが弱点なんだな。今スラッシュ。猫の目か、キツネ目なんか。威力ライフル以上なんだ。
一日も早く平和を取り戻すために。赤い稲妻。
今も昔もやることは変わらない。燃やし尽くせ。ブレストファイヤー。友達と同じく僕も地球人としてファントムリングプラス移動君ファントム。ユウタ、命令を。
あいつを倒してジェデッカ。
実力行使だ。うん。 やってみる価値はある。悪いけど少し派手にやらせてもらうよ。そこ。もう無理だ。爆発する。この距離ならばうかつだ。
戦いを広げるジャローデクを放置はできません。手加減なしです。は
あ、こいつには絶対に勝てない。
Okay, let's get this game started. Let's get everything started. Hello, everybody. Where the hell did I put my controller at? As usual, my controller fell off my desk this week in PUBG. So I ripped it out and then like put it somewhere I was angry about. It's happened every week. I leave my controller plugged in. It's kind of sit precariously on my desk, and Anya jumping around in here, and me spinning around will lead to it getting knocked down. Let's finish it, huh? Final battle against the Quaestors. Oh wait. I had a really annoying mission in Super Robot Wars Y where people were like, I was at the bottom of the map, they were at the side, and they had much faster movement than my average character, and they had to, across this whole way, any of them get to the other side of the map essentially, and I lose. So I had to bring like my fastest Valkyries and the other units to just like immediately shoot up as they're trying to get across. And even then, they'll like go around you. So I had to like, because the end zone was more like a it's a semicircle, and it wasn't the entire. Can I draw this right on screen? Yeah, it's like a semicircle like that. So it wasn't the entire line, but that semicircle, I had like put people strategically around it, sort of body block like enemies from going through that zone. Is a real pain, and I lost it the first time because I couldn't get up there fast enough to stop them all and destroy them all. Because some of them are boss units, and then the second time I lost because one of my key units got shot down with an 18% accuracy to be hit. This sort of bad news bears. It's no use. We can't hold the line. Stand fast. We still have a chance. They have to be on their way. We will not budge until they arrive. Damn it, this can't be it for us. We're the only ones standing between these things and the colonies. What's the matter, Freddy? Throwing in the towel? You wish, Downsgray. We still got hopes for the day. You said it. They show us the light in the people's heart. They won't abandon us now. So let's hold out for them. Let's show these things what Earthnoids are made of. And Space Nords! Don't forget about the Space Nords! I mean, not day. As we've already informed you, at 1200 today, we'll be entering subspace, the location of the Quaestor's inner sanctum. There, we will execute our operation to defeat the Magister, the person we believe is the leader of the Quaestors. We have confirmed beyond any doubt that Black Pillar of Light is the entry to subspace. Take that, subspace. However, we have not yet established how to return to normal space from subspace. Even until we successfully defeat the Magister, we will be trapped in the Quastor subspace. I can't order the use of the Galoria pliers, and we know so little about where we are. So our only chance is to open a dimensional rift using the relics of Eos that should be left behind in subspace. You seriously can't do anything for us here? No, I cannot. The dimensional control is a technology only the Magister and the Masters are allowed access to. Even my Gravelin has numerous restrictions on its ability to break through dimensional boundaries. And we agreed to let you come along on this so you could try to find some way to be helpful. Now don't say that. I fully intend to fulfill my greatest mission yet. That of being your friend. And who gave you that mission? You did. I can tell. We are, after all, more alike than not. Well, I'll give you that with both handsome devils. Wrong-o. Nice try, but you two aren't even close. Did your room not come with a mirror or something? Wow. Wow, doing this to me right now? I can feel my motivation going straight through the floor. I would put your focus elsewhere, Edge. Frankly, we need to worry about whether we can reach the Magister before we worry about returning. Not to mention the question of whether we can defeat the Magister, even with the full force of the Dry Cruise. I don't even want to hear about it. That's reasonable. Perhaps my words mean nothing to you. After all, I only know the teachings of the Magister. Which is exactly why I chose to come with you. Try to grasp the truth of my own strength. Aurelian. Please consider, Mitsuba. As a member of the Dry Cruise now, it is your ideas I wish to hear more than anyone's. Of course. In the wake of the Antarctic Proclamation, Quasar squadrons have been engaging terrestrial forces across the solar system. The Quasars have a clear technological advantage. Our fronts are barely managing to maintain their positions. It's only a matter of time before our resources are exhausted, and we have no choice but to surrender. And with all the Pillars of Light released, the world is very spatially unstable. In the worst case, the entire region of space could be caught between dimensional boundaries and literally wiped out of existence. In other words, neither we nor the world have much time left. And what little time we have, we must defeat the Magister and then reseal the Pillars of Light. Unfortunately, the fact that we have no means of return hasn't changed. As your commander, I'm grateful to all of you for being willing to participate in this operation regardless. Did you really expect anything else after all we've been through, Captain? We only got this far because you led us here, Captain. We're here to fight with you to the end, to protect our world, to save every living creature in this universe. Even so, there's something I have to say. Thank you. All of you. Oh yeah, good job, we did it! Mitsuba. When I first established the Dry Cruise, I was conscious of the idea that I was standing at the intersection of three things. Three crosses, if you will. The Army, the Army and civilians, the Earth and space, everything to date and everything to come. And in our battles to date, we've crossed a number of further intersections, making a choice each time. 30 to be precise. Among those 30 decisions, I believe lies our future, a new age. Therefore, I've named this final operation, Operation Over 30. Over 30? I've only one order for you all. Ensure the success of Operation Over 30 at all costs. Beyond that, I have only one request. Survive. Survive and return to the people who love you. The people you love. This is our last battle. Everyone, lend me your aid for the sake of Earth. Yes, ma'am! It's time. I feel like if they're gonna set this up, that it should let me literally shoot every single ship out of my hull. Just attention all hands. Attention all hands on all ships. The Dry Cruise will now commence its final operation. All ships advance. Set course for the Pillar of Light. Wait a moment. There's an enormous dimensional warp in the center of the Pillar of Light. The Quastors! There's so many of them. I suspected they wouldn't simply let us march in, but we're gonna lose a huge pile of time trying to hack through all those enemies. Commander Mitsuba, the Dry Strugger is attempting to charge through them. All ships give us support. Enemy's fire is too thick. Trying to break through their lines would be too dangerous. Damn it, I have to deploy our mobile units to engage them head on. We do not have enough time to do that though. We could just get an opening, we could just get through, but... Are those reinforcements? Who's helping us up here? Get teary-eyed. It's... Mozingers, the Earth Defense, all hands, open fire! Yeah, get him, Mubarak! It's Admiral Mubarak! It's all in your hands, Uso. All units charged. Link up with our allies and engage the enemy. Cornelia. Hey, Ichinanas! Follow me and Schwartz! There's a team of Yagans purporting aerial supports. Musashi, you came, and hell, Schwartz too? This battle is do or die. Give us everything. Oh, you sure fired up for this, Gramps. Come on, Jagan team. Don't fall behind. Captain Iago, too. The future of all humanity is riding on the Dry Cruise. Exactly. We'll open up the path for them. Captain Comines here. Everyone's here to help us out. That's right. You have to press forward, carrying their hopes. Commodore Fikes. Even so, the situation is... I confirmed another warp in the dimensional boundary. Wait. No way. Betterment. What? Don't tell me they can pick another fight in this mess. No, they're here to help us, aren't they? Children of Man, show us your power. Commander Mitsuba, everything's in your hands now. Fox. Enemy forces are focusing their attacks on the Dry Strugger. Even we can't endure this much fire. Admiral Mubarak, you're in command now. Commodore Fikes. Commodore Fikes. I'll take the fire for you. Keep moving forward. The Commodore. Stop worrying about me. Your ship is, and always has been, the linchpin of the entire plan. But, have you forgotten? I'm willing to put my life on the line too. Mitsuba. Dry Strugger, full speed ahead. All ships form up on us. Dry Strugger, full speed ahead. This is the last thing I can do for you. I'm counting on you now. It's all in your hands. And Ed St. Claus. Everyone brought together by Organization A. Everyone whose fate I changed. I'm truly, truly sorry. No! Commodore Fikes! Dimensional boundaries are warping in the vicinity of all of our ships. Passage to subspace is opening. All ships, Operation Over 30 commences immediately! We'll be back, Commodore. I'm never gonna forgive you, but at least I admit you walked the walk. Time to go. We'll put our lives on the line just like you did. That was a yawn, even though I was getting a little teary-eyed. This will be the final battle. Therefore, I must be prepared to give it everything I have. The door to confrontation with the Quaestors has been opened. Together our heroes set off the stage for the final showdown, possessed of unyielding resolve. Facing death. It's fucked up, like they all came to subspace with me. So this is subspace. According to Chief Mavy's analysis, the local environment is essentially the same as outer space. There's someone here, the Quaestor's leader. The Magister awaits. Quite. However, before you reach him... Whoopsie daisy. Speaking of regrets... Quaestors, on approach. I suppose they're not going to ignore our invasion after all. Launch all units immediately, hurry! Our highest levels. There's a lot of units let me bring out there. I appreciate that much. Cerulean, is there any way you could ask them for a truce? It is possible there are others like you who have come to doubt the actions of the Magister. What a wonderful idea. You mean that violence is perhaps not the only answer there is? You are truly exactly as I hoped you would be. Did you just ask already? Also just a helpful tip. Try at least not act on high and mighty and challenge them like you always did with us. I never intended to do anything of the sort, but... Ahem. Quasars! You are the sword and shield of the Quasars. Listen, please. As you may know, I am Cerulean Ball, and I was once your leader. I know some of you have gazed upon my shining Gravelin before with reverence. To the point. You seem to be listening, though. In my interactions with humanity, more specifically with the Drive Crews, I have risen to a new plateau of the truth. In doing so, I've begun to question my own existence and the nature of the Quasars as a whole. To find the great answer, I've come here together with them to meet with the Magister and ask that you clear the way for us. If you so wish, I grant you permission to accompany us. Yeah, I was ready for that. Seems Cerulean words failed to reach them. They are like me, the proud blood of the species of Galaxy 12, the Valgluga. It was their combat ability that earned them the approval to be the Quasar's combat team. This means that just like you, they could be under the control of some kind of mind control. How sad. They did not reflect on their actions, so there is no way to break the chains. Cerulean? We must go, Mitsuba, to reach the truth and to protect the future of the Earthlings. Our journey must not end here. Hell yeah, Cerulean. Be sure of taking to the dry cruise. Still on all of good lines. Sorry, Edge. Whatever. It's fine. When did you start caring about that kind of thing anyway? Besides, kinda like it. Did you feel like the same as us? Edge. Come on then. To reach the truth and to protect the future of humanity, let's jet! Indeed. All units commence attack. We must break through the enemy defense line and carry on. Trusting that at the end of this path lies a future for humanity. Where's the Orcalalas? Where are the Zangs? They look exactly the same. It's fucked up. Oh, everybody in this game moves so much faster. There's gotta be Zangs in here, right? They can reach now? Nope. Let's go straight to the back then? Okay. Oh, Commodore. When Beast comes, I plan to make plenty damn sure to get my revenge, but I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Fine. You wait in the afterlife then. In 80 years or so, when I get there, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind, you hear? The new Hyakushiki and why you can still attack when after you move, and in a longer range, so I was not expecting him to be stranded there. It's a shame to see that you call yourselves pursuers of the truth, while clearly never having learned any important lessons at all. Anyone who thinks their own self-centered cause gives them the right to take lives is the enemy of the entire world. We will fight to defeat that enemy. It's a Gravatar time! Since I came to Earth, since I met the Dry Crews, I've learned so much. I wish to share what I've learned with the Magister, and to tell them there are still so many truths in the world we know nothing of.
君たちも自らの存在について顧みるがいい。グラバリンには見えているのだ。奇妙な動きに惑わされた。
Got a lot of units to kill, so let's start stacking up. I want their theme song with me for a minute. I'm loving hearing white reflection in love hearing white reflection in Super Robot Wars Y. Oh damn it, I left him on. Let's do this, Gridman. Let's do this, Gridman. Let's protect the world. Of course, Yuda. This is our true mission as a Hyper Agent. I'm menuing differently because the menus are slightly different in Y, so I'm messing them up here. We're gonna fight for our future, for the sake of everyone who believes in us. And because of that, we can't lose. See for yourself, Quaestors. Sure, why not? Gets the mobility down. Oh, that's just like one away. Tuitions are there to be used, right? I suppose people who wish to shove their own selfish rationale on others in order to take the freedom are common to the whole universe. But it's time for you to learn something. There will always be people who resist tyranny, who rise up. She takes 25 for an intuition. Do hate to see that. It's bad intuition right there. Actually, you can do like a real attack here. We've got to fight for the people whose hope we bear. We're fighting now to protect the future of all people everywhere. Just no flashes? That's fine. Work, Bill Tiger. Not expect that from you. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Just the numbers weren't working out, you know? Oh yeah, we got Goblet with us now too. And Grid Knights. Destroyer / Protector of Gridman. Champion of the Sun. Master of Karate and friendship for everyone. Let's get the ball rolling on that guy. Okay. Playing field evens numerically, not strength-wise. Trying to shoot down Ultraman. Not today. The only way the Combattler and the Voltes V stay up is because they got 5 pilots worth of skills. A little more damage than I wish he took there, but kinda gotta go into somebody, right? We got a lot of people to go through before this map is over. Oh, Persist is still active on him. Hell yeah. That's right, because I hit Persist and he shot his shot. Take a few licks to the center of the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. Oh, everybody's not fighting Amuro for some reason. Looks like I'm getting my shit kicked in, but a lot of these units are... I would say probably 10 of these units are going to blow up next turn. Yeah, my guess is we're down to 17. Next turn. Oh, does that one count? I think 16 next turn. I'm coming for you, Zhang. Gosh, Zhang it. Fully powered grid, man. Remember, I said I was gonna kill 10 of them. Nine more to go. Force your one-sided logic onto the world, I cannot stand by and let that happen. I deny you, as well as the man I once was. Any more? We're still at 8s. Engine ahead! Shield our units from the fire and open a path! Commodore Fikes, I promise we will fulfill the mission you've left to us. Okay, Eldora, what do you got for us, buddy? Diana persists. Don't mind if we do. Let's see, is there anybody I can guarantee here? Probably not. It looks like you highlighted yourself, so let's work with this. Persist? I'm not gonna use any damage boosters. We're just gonna have to deal with everybody defending themselves. Come Come on, Gridman. What do you got for us? Grid Knight, I mean. Well, I might not get the 10 that I promise. I'm losing steam on this half. Okay. Good job, Goblin. Get Umi over here, that's it. Let's work on the Zang if we can. Those are the buffed ones. Stand there. What's this? We're just not having a bullseye. You know Della can... 53. 53 left. Della had to come in there. I did not expect there to be more. Just to be clear. Enemy reinforcements approaching from the rear. Jeez, they've got some serious numbers. The Quaestors are serious about this too. It seems the Magister intends to send his entire force against us here. Now that's good to know. What? I agree. If he sends out everything here, that means this is it, right? This is all he's got? So we can give everything we have to make sure we win here. If we do that, we basically won. Still, given the force we face, don't give up now, Ceruleum. Keep your mind focused, look ahead and keep moving forward. That's how you'll find hope. It seems I've learned another new thing. My decision was the right one indeed. Damn right. Damn right it would, Ceruleum. Now let us go give the Magister something to see. Understood, Edge. We just have to keep moving until we reach him. Then I will tell the Magister. I will tell him there are truths in this world beyond what he taught me. We got a lot more fucking Zangs. Okay. No idea where all the Zangs are. Make it very hard for me to tell them apart. Yeah. That's a Zang. Zanged up. They move a lot of my good units to their backfield for the moment, so I'm a little concerned about that. Where are the other Zangs at? the one that will do it. Try not to use my big attacks with ammo if I can help it. Nope. Sorry, gotta use the big boy. Gridman. Oh no no, I did the wrong way! Fuck me. Sorry, Odello. Oh, can't do that too many times. Late for ace bonus, but better now than never. You hit the gun pants. Oh, there's signs around. That's Dines. That's a Zang there. Well, you're gonna be a dick about it, I think. Okay, 35 left. Good job, Amuro. Make sure I have my Twitch view open on my other monitor so I can keep an eye on when ads are occurring. I just simply won't get hit. Now they're tagging us out of my range. This is annoying. Who do they think they are? I don't think all the ones from the that have spawned in have moved yet. I don't think any of them have moved. Yep, now they're moving. Well, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'd have 12. We'd have 12 enemies on the field by now if it wasn't for that shit. Good job, Edge. Actually, I can just kill this guy over here, can I not? Roger, I think we have to kill that guy. Do the work. That's gonna be multi, and we're also gonna smash it up with him. If that doesn't kill them, then I wasted that for nothing. Damn it. I did. Oh well. I'll have it buffered. Mitsuba? And Eagle gets a kill. I don't know how many under par that was, but you guys sure are trying down here. Guess we have multiple Dines down here I should be focusing. Or Zines, I mean. Easy Dubba. Now Genpence, what do you got for me here? Oh. Then have to at least get a Zang. It's not the Dyne, but we... Wait, no, the Zangs are the bad ones. Excellent. Go Team Human. Fuck is Eagle at down here? I think for once. Get that? No. Well, you tried. Of course, the Shrike team can do it. Just, you know, rip Odello, get a bad commander. Bomberino? Bomberino, hit him with the bravery. These old guys are brave, that's for sure. Just a little kick there. Thanks for that. But Galblade's got some reach here. Not realize that. Yeah, well, that guy's dead. I thought that was going to take another turn. Oopsie. Maybe we'll just chill with you for a turn. All I know is we're very close to the end. I just don't remember how close. To be perfectly frank with you. Just wipe out a bunch of them. Still going. I gave him a little bit of a tune as a treat. We got a freaking bone. Okay. Promise me she won't die. Okay. Wall it up then. Nobody else on the bridge. Just this guy. charge of an entire ship by himself. Yeah, still walling up. Walling oats. Kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. Oh, you're gonna come for edge? At 28%? Fuck you are. Okay, I didn't take anybody down on defense that time. That was a little disappointing, to be honest. Are there designs I can take down? Probably not. Pays for itself. Sometimes it doesn't. How did I even hit that? Let's aim a little further away. I will be safe. Easy peasy. Okay. What? I said easy peasy. That means you have to give it to me. God, I cannot click anything correctly today. Aiding with support defense, plus 3 SP. Thank you for that. Completely missed the ad break. I'm sorry, everybody. I was in it to win it, to spin it. really was just heads down and robo murder. Protecting of humanity. Basic stuff like that. How many Zangs do we even have left on the enemy team? 4. Cool. Just sort of chilling around there. Kind of being a jerk, you know? Just over here jerking it. Interesting. So I'll do that. And attack. I think that block. I think that avoids all my allies.
ここはこれが確実か。もらった。
Damn. Not quite. Oh, we can knock those out. I just don't know in that dumb defense position. It's annoying to break. Give us 100% accuracy. Easy. Then maybe you can chill on the ship for a minute. Cool those jets down. Those jets are coming in hot. I have some bravery hits. So many more aces now. You know the term ace in the hole came when a person was an ace pilot and then got in a fight and then got sent to the brig. They called it an ace in the hole. A lot of people don't know that. Ace is over here trying. He's a little guy in a big world. Bombadino them. What do they have against mine? What do they have against Eagle here? Been on his ass the whole game. Shame I couldn't get the Zangs out first. Apparently, they buff everything in a way that I can't do anything about, so. Time to use up all this jazz I built up. You got this, Grid Knight. You were so close, like just a tap in by anybody. FTO, whoever you are. Yabba dabba do. Yeah, let's see what this does. Like 5,000? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing is what that did. your ass over here. Trying really hard here. Something I'm not sure it really matters that much. What? Oh. I don't know what the odds are that I'm missing 90% hits like that so frequently. All hostiles confirmed destroyed. There's no one left to protect the Magister. Somebody's gotta get over to the Magister and clean his clock, then it's all over. I intend to try to speak to the Magister first. Mitsuba. Our campaign has shown us again and again just how foolish humanity really can be, and that includes us. But I also believe with all my heart that humanity can so overcome the issues it creates, learns from its mistakes. Which is why I think we must speak to the Magister. Hear what he believes humanity must do to live better. A better future for humanity. That's what our true goal has always been. Yes, we must move forward to stop the Quastar's plan to eliminate humanity, but also to find a better road for us all to walk. That will be the true final battle for the Dry Cruise. Therefore, let me repeat what I said before we started this mission one more time. I have one order for you all. Ensure the success of this operation at all costs. Beyond that, I have only one request. Survive. Survive and return to the people who loved you, the people you love. The Dry Cruise. All of us as one united force will now depart for the final battle. Well, you get a small amount of energy and health regain as a treat. Is my right trigger not working anymore? Oh, that's not good. That's definitely sticking. That's good. Let's see, what was this one? Save ammo. Let's see, there's also, what did I want to give Edge over here? I think SP recovery is a good one. That's the new Gundam. Range. What we got for SP? Save bullets, please. And save energy. It's a stat down, baby, it drives me crazy. Another save with all that jazz. Okay, yeah, I know what we're doing here. There's the apogee motor there. +2 move for you. Oh, can I really not go faster with the... Let's get fucking Haro in here. +2 move. maybe I misunderstood move here, so that's... You guys looking at max range. What's the move looking like? I need plus 30 sights. Should get a Minovsky drive. Cyclone booster. I wanna be all over the fucking map with these. A Minovsky drive. Oh, there's no spare Minovsky drives, that's fine. Restore 10% of maximum energy. Sure. Nope, you already got that. That's fine. Need to make sure. Or smart, I'd have these like equipped on everybody, but. A little more damage there. Yeah, you know what? Let's they should have us pretty well beefed up for the finale here. Take that, subspace. The final episode. Truth. Trying to check out what the weather's looking like today. Still getting up to like the mid 80s. That. So the Quastar's headquarters. That crazy looking sphere. No. This is where it's supposed to be, but I don't recognize that object at all. There's no other facility in the area. That seems likely though. It's about the same size as Axis. Perhaps they transformed their headquarters to this mobile fortress, intending to use it to exterminate humanity. Can you hear me, Magister? Kerillium Vol has come before you. The Drakus and I have come to speak to you, Magister. We request an audience. Enemy units deploying from the fortification. Oh, here we go. Guess this must be the guard for their home base. Oh, this must be the guard for their home base. There's not that many of them now. Just as Kerillium said then. They must have put all the units into that final defensive line. So then, there's practically no one left to defend the Magister. All we need to do is defeat the force in front of us. Then we can beat the Magister for good. We can do it. Let's put an end to all of this. You okay with that, Kerillium? I've come this far, so I'm prepared to see it through to the end. The only option we have left is to reach the Magister using the one truth irrefutable power. The truth of power. Surprised to hear that come from you. Is it? Maybe not. At least it's a little more understandable than deciding to exterminate humanity based on some half-baked questions. Mitsubo, give us one last push to end this. We've come this far. All we can do now is combine our strength and fight. Dry Crews, commence the attack. I believe in victory. Here we come, Quasars. We're the Dry Crews. This is the final battle. Used everything I've learned. Getting the heart and soul of this. I think this controller's while I'm playing PUBG too many times. Seems like the right bumper is a little wonky. Okay, only rotate. I'm Zoolandering, I'm only spinning left. Left bumper only. The game's taught me anything, it's that there's probably going to be reinforcements. But I better be ready for them. I didn't give her any speed ability, she's a zippity. Damn. Fully powered brownie is nothing to mess with. I don't think this person's gonna ever get a kill. We can believe. We can hope. Not believe, but we can hope. I'm gonna keep Odello alive this time. Oof. Gotta do better than that. We're gonna play that in tighter. and too early for the Directory to start taking hits for people. Everybody's diving in front of other people's bullets. Just chill out. The little guys don't have persist, they just melt. This force seems a little anemic, right? And suspiciously so. Oh, his Psycho Frame's lit up. Now you're in trouble. Like, for real. Multi action? We can just keep this going. You got this, Amuro. Okay. Everybody else can handle the rest. Oh, come on, give this a little bright as a treat. You're getting so many levels off this. So 3 levels off that. Still many. So many. You Mitsuba, Ray Valley. Don't really care who's getting the kills over here. Let's just get on to the next part of the mission. Something crazy, I'm sure, is gonna happen. you go. You got one finally. Finally, I guess you're 101. You've gotten rid of the welcoming party. There's no one left to oppose us. Now we just have to defeat the Magister. Come on out, Mr. Magister. The Dry Crews came all the way here to put you in the ground. I can hear you well enough without your shouting. Magister. There you are, boss. Oh, wait, he's floating in space? As we expected, he's no normal person. Does the fact that you came out unarmed signal your intent to surrender? Surrender? What possible cause would I have to surrender? Surely not to a brutish, lowly species that cannot comprehend the truth taught by the Quaestors. You certainly speak as I imagined Corellium's teacher would. Once we take you out, this battle's over. I'm not gonna hold back just because you're unarmed, so get ready. Do wait a moment. I have come to offer you my praise. Praise? Of course. You conquered every obstacle on your way to reach this point. So I believe as a special reward, I will hold a lecture for you myself to teach you the truth the Quaestors know. Very well. Captain? He isn't trying to escape. I think we have a moment to hear what he has to say for himself. He has judged all of humanity to be foolish, so I'd like to hear how he justifies that. A wise decision midst of a grey valley. Allow me to express my regret that you had to become the puppets of Eos. Gears knows how to wind people up. Corellium. I'm disappointed that the man I named the new King of Earth has fallen so low. That isn't... You should listen to this lecture, too. And you will regret your own foolishness. Yes. So obedient, you must be mind-controlled on some level. You Earthlings are the 30th species the Quasitars have encountered. Super Robot Wars 30! We have been aware of your existence for decades, going by your calendar, but it was only 10 years ago that we determined you must be subjected to our judgments. May I ask what the cause for this was? The existence of the Majin. What? Majin. It is a technology forbidden, which can twist the laws of reality to what its user imagines. It reacts to the will of its user to create effectively infinite energy, and in the end possesses the power to warp even the dimension it exists in. When we began our observations of you Earthlings, you were just at the level of an occasional touching the edges of Majin, only ever by accident. Amuro Ray, the new type, Koji Kabuto, who encountered photon power energy, and of course, Ryoma Nagare, chosen of the Getter Rays. Everything began with you three. The hell did you say? It was us? We were the beginning of everything. 10 years later, at last, the Earthlings stood at the door that would lead them to controlling the Majin deliberately. The lights in people's hearts. It was the salvation of your world, but also the key to open that forbidden door. The light of the Psycho Frame. It was a power humanity wasn't ready for yet. That was ultimately one event. We predicted one event might be all it took to set things in motion, an unstoppable chain of events. And exactly as I feared, Earthlings tried to make the power of the Majin their own. I speak not just of Psycho Frame, photon power, Getter Rays, the use of G-Stones, and utilization of otherworldly elements, ultimately reaching so far as to instill minds into the inanimate. You mean super AI? All of these things are forbidden. They must be locked away from immature civilizations. Earthlings are, as a species and as a civilization, in a transitional period. The genetic manipulation seeded into you by the Wolgaru and Eos, under the influence of Getter Rays, has become a sprout that may bloom into a new species. Furthermore, you touch upon other planets, even other worlds, expanding your civilizations. Power is the last thing that must be granted to Earthlings in a state such as that. Is that really enough justification to eliminate all of humanity? You are correct. Merely touching upon the power of Majin is no crime. In the vastness of space, and in the universe that existed before this one, there have been civilizations that have gained this power. Eos was but one of them. The weapon you call Dreistrager too has something Orkietzi. It is a weapon she brought from another universe into yours. The Dreistrager is a weapon from another universe entirely. Do not just touch, but to seize the power of Majin, and then to fail to use it correctly. That is a crime. And in truth, use the Dreistrager to become the servants of Eos. Don't just write us off like that. Neither Captain Mitsuba nor any of the rest of us fought on Orkietti's orders. We came this far in our own will. That is not the only reason I call you inferior. The fact that I, the Masters, and Ceruleum collected, considered through multiple debates from countless perspectives. All these lead to a conclusion concerning whether humanity possesses the ethics to use the Majin properly. I speak of absolute correctness. You would call it the truth. So you excited to exterminate all humanity based on my answers? Your words were not everything, no. A meteor is approaching a planet inhabited by 1 billion people. That was the first question back on Phnom Penh. A direct hit would render the planet completely uninhabitable, leading to 1 billion deaths. You see the meteor coming and have the capacity to alter its course. Choose to do so, however, and the meteor's new course will send it hurtling into a colony housing 100 million people. Either let 1 billion die, or murder 100 million. This sort of question is hardly an unfamiliar question in Earth's history, is it? It is simply enough of a question of one's measure. It is simply enough question if one measures life by quantity. Sacrificing 100 million to save 1 billion is simple utilitarianism. Conversely, saving the 100 million in front of you is deontological ethics. Your truth, it was just one consideration, and your answer was just one consideration. In truth, Earthlings have long since answered the question on their own. The need of the many outweighs the need of the few. Earthlings have demonstrated the centrality of the idea to their psychology time and time again. Indeed, the Axis Drop's goal was to save all humanity's future by eliminating the people living on Earth. That too was the many over the few. A number of immigrants equal to the number of people currently on your planet comes to your world. This was the question back at Athens. You are the leader of your world, and you have the power to eliminate those immigrants. Furthermore, if you refuse to allow them to immigrate, they will invade by force. And what do? Do you annihilate the immigrants in a first strike to protect your own citizens? Or can you not take the life of another even to protect yourself? The life of another, and the principle of self-defense. Those are societal rules, an oft-addressed point in your criminal law. I should not even need to say this, but the answer of Earthlings is to take the life of another as naturally as breathing. Considering how many external foes you have utterly annihilated, I shall brook no dispute on this subject. Screw that. We were fighting to survive. We had no other choice. But when we were fighting enemies like the invaders, I'm not assigning blame as such for your decisions. However, what we must draw from this, having made that choice, is that you can hardly claim it as unfair when others decide similarly about you. The possibility exists that your aggressive nature could lead to invasions of other civilizations. We could be the invaders. Human development of outer space could be taken by other civilizations as an invasion, I guess, but a colony ship is traveling through space when its inhabitants are struck by mysterious fires that cause their blood to break down. The people aboard the ship decide as an emergency measure to divide the blood of a number of randomly selected individuals across the crew. Question from Kilimanjaro. It is at this moment that a problem arises. The number of individuals argue that as essential members of the crew, they should be made exempt from the selection. These elite members are to hold leadership positions upon the ship's arrival at the colony planet. This is hardly a meaningful distinction if the ship never reaches its goal. However, without these key members, those running the new colony will surely encounter great hardship. To save the ship, do you select from among all its passengers to be used, or will important crew members be exempt? This sort of challenge to utilitarianism is a constant source of debate across all society. The one-year war that began your current long era of warfare. You must know that there are those who use this sort of utilitarian thinking as a shield to justify their use of indiscriminate destruction. went down the wrong pipe. Giranzabi's superior human species theory, and the colony drop. One might say war continues to be this very day as a result of that. I have the technology to make perfect clones. This technology is capable of instantly creating atom-perfect copies of a person. All qualities and abilities and memories of the original are, of course, present in any clone so created. The question you asked at Military Academy 30. The copy I've created has all the abilities, qualities, and memories of the original. Would you treat this copy as if it were the same as the original? The fundamental question asked here is whether one prioritizes rationality or emotion, but Earthlings so often mistake this quite dearly. Using rationality in moments where emotion is called for, and to let emotion take the reins when rationality is needed, is a hallmark of foolishness. Take as one hideous example, saying how worthy it is that robots have hearts, and then crushing those who live true to their ambitions for science. You're talking about the Farzergs? What do you mean? We have rules and laws to decide how far you can go for a reason. But it is humanity that creates these laws. In other words, the problem exists in the state of humanity that made such laws. For this question, let us assume you are a simple beast, only able to judge things by your physical senses. Your owner has left food out for you. However, this food is different from what is usually given to you. Question from the Andes. However, 10 days later, your owner... I'm not going to read that other line. However, 10 days later, your owner has not changed the food for anything else. If you do not choose to eat, you will starve. However, it could be poisoned, and your owner might change the food tomorrow. Would you eat the food despite the fear of poison, or would you wait for the owner to come? Ever since the 1-year war I mentioned, the Earthlings of the organization that should unify humanity, the Earth Federation, has weakened more and more. Yet even so, no meaningful revolution has occurred. In other words, humanity would wait for food. It would simply wait for death. You're wrong. It hasn't been a fast process, but the world has been changing. Though its pace may be slow, what matters is changing the mind of each and every person. This is far more important than a revolution earned by the blood of one small portion of us. I see. This is where the true intent of your Geo Requiem lay, of course. However, please consider the reality of the situation. The miracle peace lasted but a year before war broke out again. That's because you brought war back by arranging for Laplace's box to be opened. And now humanity stands ready to overcome that and move on to real peace this time. But history repeats. That is the truest expression of you Earthlings. I've overseen all of the Drycruise's battles, and through them, analyzed the nature of Earthlings. But regrettably, my conclusion did not change. And if all had proceeded normally, I would have left it at that. However, now we have arrived at the truth. Mitsuba Grey Valley. Your decisions were taken into consideration as you are the commander of the strongest force Earthlings possess. The result of that was our answer that Earthlings must be exterminated. If you were just simply fools, just idiot children, we could have allowed your existence under the management of your new king, Ceruleum, but you and all other Earthlings possess a self-centered, aggressive nature that means your very existence must not be allowed in our universe. Thrilled? Thrilled about what? To begin with, there can be no single objective answer to the questions you pose. People producing and expressing their individual subjective answers is what imparts any idea with meaning. No one individual has the right to dictate an answer for anyone else. Incorrect. I have the right. No. Right is not the most appropriate word. It is my duty. Duty? That's... If civilization is to advance, its beneficiaries must also possess and be given the intelligent foresight to utilize this as civilization. Those who cannot achieve this state are doomed to perish. Very good. For the truth, all are driven to silence. Your response is the only natural one. Mitsuba, I reject the conclusion you have all come to. If you had accepted the truth, we could have at least ended your pain life without needless pain. But in your foolishness, you have forced all Earthlings into hellish suffering. One person deciding humanity's fate seems rather presumptuous. Oh? Therefore, I can speak only for the Drycruise here. No, I can speak only as a representative of the will of those who have trusted the future to us. Quaestors, to protect our peace and our freedom, we will fight you. So in your foolishness you reject the truth I offer. You gotta be kidding. Who the hell would ever say yes to being exterminated? I must say you've put a lot of effort into your incredibly self-centered reasoning. It's led you to some very twisted conclusions. There may even be some truth in what you say. Who gives you the right to focus in on that and exaggerate it into a reason to take people's freedom from their lives? You still did not understand. I am a Quaestor. I am the destroyer of Eos, who dared call themselves gods. I'm the one who bears the responsibility to manage the entire universe. No one asked you to take responsibility. You decided to take up that role yourself. I can understand how you might react that way. This is why I make sure to debate those subjects perpetually with the Masters, to ensure we arrive at an impartial judgment. What part of this is impartial? If you arrived at the hypocrisy unanimously, I find it most unlikely you argued a thing. From your perspective, I have lived an unfathomably long time and have known countless civilizations across the universe. If you simply accepted my rule, everything would be so much simpler. If you cannot abide by my conclusion, I'm afraid there's only one way we can proceed. Oh good, are we finally done with this boring lecture? I was getting sick of waiting. Do you intend to fight us all alone? No, you do not have that right. First, you must understand the true power of the Quaestors. What in the world are those? Nothing like the Quaestor weapons we've seen before. We are seekers of truth. Those who reject our judgment must be punished. Well, this is a creepy bunch of freaks. Who are those weirdos? They have the same masters as the Magister. They must be the Masters. Correct. Furthermore, the power they wield is something gained from the old universe, brought across space-time. The old universe? What is that supposed to? The universe repeats a cycle of death and rebirth. That it's 000? The phenomenon too might be considered one form of its nature. However, with the power to control dimensions, with the power of the Majin, even the law can be overcome. That enormous beast and the giant, too, were born of the old universe. The Quaestors have claimed that power for our own. You had even such weapons as that? Now that the Pillar of Lights, the relics of Eos, are unleashed, the dimensions around Earth are unstable, which makes things like this possible. We are seekers of truth. Those who reject our judgment must be punished. They're kinda scary. Watch out, something about them is different from any enemy we faced. Well then, Masters, would you simply stamp out this final hope of the inferior Earthlings? He ran. If we're gonna catch him, we'll have to get through these Masters. And there's one thing to do. We must fight. Man, up until a moment ago, I felt like we had this in the bag. Sure didn't expect this. This is awful. I can't stop shaking. I don't think it's just because of those weapons from the old universe or whatever. Maybe we're more affected by the Magister's words than we think. His conclusion that humanity are fools. I mean, he got some points, I guess, but that doesn't mean we can roll over and let someone like him exterminate humanity. Yeah, I know. If we lose it, it's all over. We have to force our way through this. All units commence attack on the Masters. We have to get through them to reach the Magister. Just you wait, Magister. We'll wreck these things and then it's go time. We'll do smash and trick. And Tourette's? Maybe just hit them all? When he hits me, my SP goes down, that's fucked. You're not gonna hit Connie. And I'm actually gonna take a break this time. We'll watch one of these attacks, but let's give me a chance to stretch, find where my dog went. Okay, should be finishing up. Let's get this party ended, so to speak. Click back into the game. Persist is on. Look like it.
いた一緒に行こうタイミング一瞬だ
Oh.
"高度な文明の持ち主だろうとやってはいけないことがあります」「3人の力を絶対に負けない」
At least now we see what the Quaestors look like. Or not Quaestors, the Masters. What does Hikaru got for us?
クエスターズ今の私のだ
Kind of a cool attack.
集中すれば
Boom. Another one down, another one down. Another one bites the dust. Slap him with some bravery. Probably should have hit him with the big attacks, huh? Ugh. He's gonna get to live, isn't he? Really wanted to get this unit killed. I messed up. Yep. Yep, of course there's gonna be big map attacks now. Modelo yet again. Sorry, buddy. I don't like the 2 attack thing. Never did. I want these gods destroyed. The Quastars can't even hit Quattro. Oh, he's too good. Yeah, come at me, bro. I'd love to see it. things. We're just gonna stats up everybody for a second. Perfect. Job right. Okay, down to 3. Smash hit. I don't like these guys. Boom. We're gonna end this today. He's got his multi-action up. You can't quite do that in one, can you? That's okay. Okay, Master's down. Well, I managed to beat them, but can we really fight anymore? We're all exhausted. So you begin to understand your limitations. He came out himself. If you hear yourself, you must be sure you're going to win. Correct. There's more of them. This is insane. We can't fight more. Still, the Magister's right there. We can just get a single shot off on him. Your obstinate nature makes your truth. Your obstinate nature makes you stubbornly reject the truth. Saying you'll never give up hope appeals to one's primal instincts. But from my perspective, it is simply the pinnacle of foolishness. You're wrong, Magister. They possess the determination to fight, to die for their beliefs, to hold fast to your own will, bending to no other. That is freedom. That is life. Ruim? I see. So your foolishness has sparked a change within you as well, has it? Someone who offers a counter to my words. You must have undergone a greater shock than I imagined. Magister, please, listen to what I have to say. There is no need to. Now that you have lost your right to be part of the Quaestors, you have no reason to even exist. That is my conclusion. Thus, it is the truth. Why? Even as my heart rejects them, I can find myself trying to obey your words. Magister, why am I in the end? And what are you, Magister? Very well, Ceruleum. You are one of the Quaestors, so I shall permit you in the final moments to touch upon the truth. The faces beneath the masks of your masters are indeed your own. But then I'm... You understand now. You are not unique. Wait, those masters, they all have the same face? I am one of the masters, and my life itself is something crafted? My memories, my mission were all implanted by the Magister? In the fine details, you are wrong, but it's close enough for your purpose. Instead, you and the Earthlings, for your dedicated resistance, shall see the truth irrefutable of the Quaestors. What is that? This is the fruit of the Quaestor's knowledge. It is the name, is the Ultim Fini, a truth irrefutable, which even the most foolish of people are forced to acknowledge. In other words, an executor of absolute power. So it's basically the Quaestor's ultimate weapon? Correct. With the power of the Ultim Fini and the True Earth, I shall exterminate all of humanity. The True Earth? Allow me to show you. What is that? It's Earth. It's our Earth, isn't it? That's not a mobile fortress, it's a miniature Earth. It is just a miniature for now. However, by pouring the high dimensional energy that suffuses subspace into it, I can transform this Earth I have created into something exactly the same as the original. The hell did you say? Then all that remains is replace your Earth with my Earth. After that, your Earth will disintegrate into the space between dimensions, and a new beautiful planet where no Earthlings exist shall be born. The new people I have created will build an ideal culture upon that planet. A shame, Corellium. You are to be king of that planet. I am a crafted life? Get a hold of yourself, Corellium. The circumstances of your birth do not matter. Yeah, people's lives don't belong to the person who made it. It belongs to the person whose life it is. You joined up with us, and you still don't get that? If you're not just his doll, but a person with your own heart, you can still fight this. How you were born isn't what matters. How you live, now that's what matters. Dry Cruise? Only decision left is the one you gotta make. Do you obey your creator, or do you turn against the man who thinks you're just a puppet? I'm the same as all of you. I oppose anyone who deny my strength, my existence with all my strength. Hell yeah. Now that sounds like the words of a member of the Dry Cruise. I'm part of the Dry Cruise? Well, Mitsuba agreed to bring you on. Guess that's just how it is. Thank you, Edge. I'll fight so as not to shame that title. Your struggles are worthless. All resistance is death before the Ult Symphony. Sounds like a grand villain's line, but claims like those exist to be disproven. Now we'll show you with all the power we have. Target the enemy's ultimate weapon. We will dedicate the full force of the Dry Cruise to defeating the enemy leader. I will tell you once again, your struggles are worthless. We reject your words, and you yourself. Here we come, Magister. We're ending your precious super weapon, and you better make believe Earth with it. Always have a persist active on him. What's the objective? Any allied warship shot down, or Corellium. Okay. Smash hits. And a direct hits? Boom, boom, boom. Had something that gave like a little bit of health, right? Supporters. There's a little top off. Gotta be careful about Corellium. He's one of my strongest units and also one of my whoopsie doodles if he gets hit. We're just gonna make sure that that thing is always active on him. Persists. Okay, let's do this! I don't know how Umi got to be so freaking powerful, but we're gonna let her keep doing it. Not even a god can hit Char Aznable. Got Ace. Well, extra SP on Swordy is not gonna do a whole lot for you. Okay, good. Just want to make sure that Persist is active. I'm disappointed in you, Ceruleum. To think you would discard your duty and take up arms against your creator. I am myself, and my duty is mine to decide. I do not recall granting you the right to do any such thing. Beg for forgiveness, Ceruleum Ball, immediately! You struggle against the sting of your conscience. I'm able to free you from that suffering, though. My hesitation comes from the duty you implanted into me, trying to overcome the purpose I found for myself. But that very purpose is stronger. Magister, I will walk the path I myself believe in. Together with the Dry Crews, who taught me how to free my soul. Foolish! You do not even know the true meaning of your own existence. So what do we got here? This is really chugging in windowed mode.
戦場での冗談は笑えないな。新しい時代
Sorry, Aznable laughs at you.
貴様でも私でもない。やってみるさ。直撃させる。
真理に目を背け、いたずらに抵抗を続けるとは。
Hit him with everything you got, Amuro. We know how you can do that thing and you cannot hit me. Fatal him up. Well, as long as he doesn't get to do that again, everything should be fine. He's very strong. Is that really all you can do, Dry Crews? What a joke. I'm pretty sure you're only at half your endurance. As you are very, very foolish, and likely still do not understand. I will say it one more time. Your struggles are meaningless. You've got to be kidding. He's regenerating all that damage we dealt? You monster. What are you, invincible? Yes, that is correct. Ultimate Infinity is the truth irrefutable. In other words, it cannot be broken by any means. Captain? Hold your head high, Mitsuba. There's no such thing as an absolute, the irrefutable. Even I, as creation, changed because of my encounters with you. This proves the truth that Quastar's claim cannot be absolutes. You're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Ceruleum. Your words cleared my vision. Not at all. What I did was just a small thing compared to what you've all taught me. You have said far too much, Ceruleum. Magister, you've lied to me, and to the Earthlings. You've claimed you arrived at the truth by debating with the Masters. But if the Masters and I are your creations, then the Quasars are just an organization created by you alone, are they not? It was not always so. Magister? Then the Quasars were born. Which is to say, when the divine civilization Eos was defeated, I had many I called comrades, but they were foolish, inferior beings, unworthy of claiming to be seekers of truth. You didn't. You slew your own people yourself? Sadly, they all lacked in every quality needed to be my comrades. To rule a world with no gods, I had to reset the whole of the Quastars. How dare you speak of ruling the world? So basically, you're just yet another dictator. You monitor other civilizations because you fear your own position being threatened. Dictatorship. Suppose my rule might seem as such to those who cannot comprehend the truth. But you of all humans must know. All people seek to rule others. Angel Halo, the Claw, Hamlin's Pipe. No matter how vaunted your ideals, no matter what words you try to use, in the end, all try to force others to obey their will. So I needed first to create those who would serve as my tools, which was the Masters and us. Indeed. A being who needs no will, no rights, no freedom. That is what all of you are. For the Quasars must be only one person. Why would you ever do this? To rule all the universe, one must force others to be ruled. When a group forces another group into servitude, it is done for the benefit of the former, a purely self-serving act. This is why I chose to be an individual. That I might be an executor of the pure justice that is the peace. I am no god. I am merely the one and only to reach this point. My will itself is the truth, and thus it is my will which decides all things. Allow me to reiterate. I make no claim to be a god. I'm simply a seeker, an achiever of the truth. Simply calling that dictatorial and trying to file it away without understanding. That is a great obstacle on the path to truth. Therefore, all who would serve the Quastars must move exactly according to my individual will. That's totally crazy! Darn right, even a kid can see through it. And life belongs to itself, from the moment it's born. Being the creator doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want with your creations. That's wrong. I see. Certainly you have defeated and denied many who have thought something similar, but I am unlike them. Behold the proof. He took his mask off. Behold now, this is my face. What? You got the same face as Ceruleum. What are you playing at? Is he Ceruleum's dad? No, he must have... No, I shall tell you the whole answer. Ceruleum, you are my clone. A clone? Naturally, the Masters and Quasars are as well. Masters exist to assist me and serve as spare organ sources, while the Quasars are enhanced to serve as a combat team. Meanwhile, you were copied finally enough to inherit even my thought process, as you would be king of the planet I want to oversee. Either way, though, you are both made from my genes. In other words, you are me. So the Quasars? As I said, this makes no sense that we have different voices now, but I'm just going to keep going with it. The Quasars must be only one person. I myself am the entirety of the Quasars. In other words, I am the Quastar. Quastar? All our battles, they've been planning out solely by the will of one man. Well, what in the... I don't even know how to describe how awful this feels. I'm a copy of this man? Ceruleum, you are the first puppet to ever obtain a will of their own in the history of the Quastars. I will eliminate you to prove the correctness of my truth, with the truth irrefutable that rules our universe, power itself. Carulium! Don't worry, Edge. This was still part of my plan. I thought calling him a liar might disturb his emotional state, but it seems I was more right than I thought. Carulium? I see now that I must truly be his copy. That's why I know so clearly how he thinks. But it is the very thing that gives me the chance to win. The true Earth is being created by the high-dimensional energies here in subspace, and you use that very power to regenerate the Ultim Fini. Carulium! You manifested this true Earth to make your victory absolute, and to make a point about your absolute power. But now that I understand the system, it also means you've exposed your weakness. What? I will use everything I have to destroy this false Earth. Oh, wait, Carulium? Edge, this is the life I've chosen. I regret nothing. I was only able to find my own truth because I met all of you. Thank you, Grey Cruz. I hope for your victory. Behold, Quasar, this is my freedom! The miniature Earth. It's returning to its original state. Oh, Carulium. A worthless act. I can simply remake the true Earth, even lacking its regeneration ability, the ultimate Fini. Shut the hell up, you monster. Magister? No, screw that. Quasar. You're a dead man walking. You sympathize with Carulium? To choose a side with the puppets, and one who was your enemy, is truly the epitome of foolishness. So what? In his own way, he wanted to live his own life, and you just... He was the same as us, a bird desperate to fly by his own wings. You think you get to crush him just because you frickin' felt like it? He's not the only one. Everyone on Earth is desperate to live, just like he was. You and Carulium have both gone far past any point of forgiveness. Further, I think you would choose to oppose me after witnessing the Ultim Fini's power is the epitome of foolishness. Yeah, sure, you're right. It is. None of us are as smart as you. But here we are. Now, we can meet you with a truth irrefutable you love. A contest of power. Quasar, we'll scrap that machine you're relying on as well as your warped will. So, with no way to return, you choose to cast aside your lives in one last strike on me? We knew we couldn't go back. We're here to do what we have to anyway, to defeat you and save the world. Foolishness. You think you could match power with me, the ruler of the whole universe? The Ultim Fini is truth irrefutable that destroyed even the final weapon of Eos. With the dimensions warped by the Pillars of Light, the energy it can draw from that gives it essentially unlimited power. So? Yes, the Ultim Fini is the Majin of my civilization. Quasar's Majin. You have earned a reward for coming this far. I shall tell you why I ignored the Pillars of Light that served as an entry to subspace. Firstly, it was to see how far your Earthlings were capable of reaching. But at the same time, I knew that even if you unlocked the Pillars of Light and came to subspace, that would be where you met your end. Finally, it was so that I could force you to acknowledge the bitter truth before you, using the full power of the Ultim Fini. In other words, the Pillars of Light are warping the dimensions to feed power to your big pile of trash. Now, that's really nice to hear. See if you can take you down, the dimensional warping will end too. If you can. The Ultimate Fini is absolute power, as I said. As truth irrefutable. We will refute your irrefutability. Yeah, I figured that's what it'll take to teach a showman like you who cares only for himself that you're wrong. I am wrong? I am the ruler of the universe, the seeker of truth, and you claim I am wrong? And you are truly well past the point of no return, Earthlings. I fear you must be exterminated. You shall be beaten into absolute submission, and the broken wreckage you leave behind shall show all other Earthlings that their hope is gone. It seems Carulium was right. Your emotionless master's cracking now that you've been denied. Come and do it if you can. No matter how great a power you have, you're alone. You can't think you can beat our combined strength. Get over here, Quasar. I can't wait to finish this. You will teach you that everything you've done is one grand mistake. With all of our power together. Very well, Dry Cruz. The truth irrefutable will be beaten into your skulls. Mitsuma? This is the final true battle. The Dry Cruz will commit its full force to destroying the Quasar. Everyone, strike together! Here we come, Quasar. We're not losing to anyone who's never really understood any kind of real truth. Quasar, we're gonna beat you and bring an end to this whole thing. Soldier of Eos. In this world without your masters, still you fight on, enslaved to the subjugation wave? I fought by my own damn will, thank you. Eos and Orciette have nothing to do with this. It is a life form. There's no point to this battle. Even if you should somehow claim victory, you will simply waste away in this space. No matter the result of your actions, your death is inevitable. What meaning is there in fighting? There's plenty. If we win, that means we protected the peace and freedom of Earth. If you think it's foolish to put my life on the line for someone else's sake, I'm pretty okay with being a fool. I cannot even comprehend your thinking. I'll be honest, even I'm surprised. Not that long ago, doing anything for someone else's sake. I'd never think to do that. But at Mitsuba, I fought alongside the Drakru's. I found a reason to be alive. So I can't lose, not to someone like you, who doesn't know the meaning of our world. You dare say that I am ignorant? Nothing else. Sure and absolute. I can teach you that much for sure. Here I come, Quasar. I'll put it all on the line to put you down.
お前の中にあんたを倒してハッピーエンドにさせてもらえ。ビッグスラッシャー行ってこい。無力す
Make sure we have the persist on just in case. Let's see, Soul, Zeal. Intuition. Amuro, what Ray? You bear the bud of the evolution within you, and yet you will come without ever seeing it come. You will end without ever seeing it come to fruition. I'll be the judge of that. I'm not simply going to accept your judgments. Awakening too soon can be the effect of cause of great suffering. Have you not suffered greatly yourself in learning that lesson? But both I and all of humanity have the power to overcome that. Any fool who doesn't believe that has no place among humanity. Neither I nor my comrades have yet lost hope for us all. That's why I'll fight you, because I believe the future still lies ahead. Hit him again. What we got here? We got a persist on, 100%, some critical rate. Surely you must realize how monstrous Earthlings truly are. Surely you see that Earthlings require someone able to hand down judgment upon them with an objective perspective of the whole. I don't think you have the right or the power to be that judge. I am the one who defeated Eos. I am the wielder of the Ultim Fini, the truth irrefutable. This world may be filled with pain and sadness, but we're alive. We're here to find something within all of that. Then be gone. I judge you to be unneeded in the universe. But even so, Rita, Michelle, it's time for me to be a bird. To spread my wings to protect everything. Okay, just making sure I don't have anything you can take leverage of. Residents of the Pentagona world, you would side with the foolish Earthlings? It doesn't matter what planet I was born on. I'm here fighting with my comrades because I chose to. And once I have corrected the Earthlings, I shall venture to Pentagona, there to lead the people who have lost their leaders. Don't go making any plans before you've won. You're done for. You're going down and we're going to be the ones to do it. I have the truth irrefutable. I have the power to decide all things. All the better. Once your power is broken, you must give up entirely. Daba, go give it to him. Right. I'm not going to let someone who thinks he can stamp down on hearts of humanity steal our freedom. Get ready, Quastar. We're stopping you for good. I just want to have a some escapes queued up, you know? Damn it, I should have had that on from the beginning. Bullseye persists. Spirits. Just in case. Yeah, we're just trying to shit. That'd be crazy if you did. I think that really helps. Oh my god, I'm really nervous now. Yes, you three. You don't understand why you passed from your world to this one? And what, you know all there is to know? We never expect the answers from you or depended on them. Even if you do know what we want to know, we can find those answers on our own. Hell yeah, we weren't going to go along with this creepo no matter what he offered. Foolish. You have no idea what this battle is really about. I know exactly what we're fighting for, right now, and it's taking you down. Ugh. Please. 3000 XP. Oh god, no. See you later, fuckwad. Char Aznable, savior of humanity, once again. Ooh. This is absurd. How? How can I, the seeker of truth, be meeting defeats? I thought this would be really easy. Because you're weaker than us. Victory does not always go to the person who's the most right. But still, we can't lose to you. Not if we're going to hold up what we believe to be just. What will it take for you to understand that all you have done has been for nothing? Or things will never change. Given a moment's peace, they will opt again for war. You are doomed to destroy one another. Maybe. We can still have hope. This may be it for us, but there will always be people who stand and fight for freedom and peace for all. My crew and I believe that eventually that cycle will lead our people to the truth. I reject this. I am he who has reached the truth. I am the one who knows all things. Hey, Store. You haven't reached any kind of truth. I love this sort of sideways glance she gives. You simply decided that you are the truth, and being such gives you the right to control anyone who disagrees with you by force. Be silent. You are an ignorant vermin that can string a few words together. Stop embarrassing yourself, Quastar. You lost to us in a contest of strength, the irrefutable truth you believe so strongly in. Silence, soldier of Eos. You're right. I used to be the kind of person who knew nothing but battle. But you know what? I met Mitsuba, fought with the drag crews. Thanks to all that, I learned things you know nothing of. What is it that I do not know? Life. Everything that lives in the universe. That's the truth. That's the conclusion I've come to. Life is truth. The love and dreams that suffuse the world. Friendship and bonds shared by comrades. Open wishes held for the future. I'd say it all sounds so hackneyed coming out of my mouth, but in the end, we knew we weren't going to lose to someone who'd never know any of that. How could someone who doesn't love the world even have the power over it? I knew nothing? Nah, you knew, but maybe you just forgot. You still had those people you built the Quasars with by your side. You probably wouldn't have forgotten. If you were still the person who won the freedom from the arrogant idiots of Eos. But in your self-absorbed confidence, you chose to be a dictator. To be alone. That was where you went wrong. Perhaps. Kinda wonder. Haven't you always regretted it? Somewhere deep down? I think that's why Cerulean was always looking for the same thing. Ha! Look at me. The flirty drifter giving the serious lecture. Crap my own image. We knew, Edge, that you carried some heavy burden. That's what makes you strong. Be proud, Edge. Quastar, as one of the Earthlings you were trying to pass down judgment on, I want to tell you something. I hate to admit it, but you may be correct. You may be a very foolish civilization. But none of us think our civilization should remain as it is now. We Earthlings will surpass you and move on, because we believe in the future. Something that lies beyond my truth? Yes, we will move on towards that. Even if we have to take it slowly, step by step, we'll do what we can, the best we can. What you can? You simple fools who would dare reject me. You are beyond salvation. Oh, Dreykrus, you will be punished for this. What is that? Ha ha ha. The pillars of light have made space-time around the Earth unstable. Now, by touching upon my old universe, weapons made in that world have found their way in. Dreykrus, all Earthlings, your battles will never end. Haha. Well, Earthlings, there exists a truth beyond the answer I reached. Show it to me. That is my last wish, as one who spent his entire life seeking the truth. This is... We confirmed our location. We're in the space near Earth. That means we came back. The Quasar must have sent us back to normal space. He did? The self-centered intellectual wannabe probably just messed up on trying to send us to the outer reaches of the universe, right? That man, perhaps in his last moments, he truly began to doubt the truth he'd found. Because of Captain Mitsuba's words. So he sent us back so we could show what lies beyond. Doesn't matter to me either way. Edge. Maybe that's the truth or maybe it's not. Either way, it's over now. You don't have time to waste worrying about all that. Isn't that right, Cerulean? You're absolutely right, Edge. That maniac sure spat some crazy threats at the end there. Weapons from the old universe? So those crystal giants and enormous beast things are coming? Don't start cowering now, we're the Dreykrus. We protected freedom and peace. There's more threats left to endanger what we protected, then we'll fight once more. Yeah, that's our mission. Looks like the fight isn't over. Guess it'll be a while until I have some free time. Still, it can't be too far in the future. Oh, we'll stretch up at the ending. Okay. We're finishing this up. Yeah. As long as we all work together. Mitsuba got us motivated, huh? As of this moment, I would like to confirm the success of our operation and thank you all for your valiant efforts. At the same time, as a leader of the Dread Crews, I also would like to thank all the people who believed in us. All units return to the ship. We'll go back to Earth to the people waiting for us. Then we will fight for the truth we found, for the future we must grasp. Ooh, yeah, we did it! Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the people who believed in us. Thank you, Drystrucker. We will fight for the future we believed in, under the flag of the Dread Crews. Well done, everyone. We defeated the Quasars and protected the people of Earth. And managed to make it back on top of that. I'd call that a miraculous victory. All thanks to the efforts of everyone in the Dread Crews. Well done. Indeed, all of you. The Quasar's last words. Weapons from the old universe are coming to our world. Come on, Mitsuba, keep your head on straight. Edge. We're the Dread Crews, right? There's enemies coming, we meet them head on. Heck yeah, bring whatever it is on. We're not gonna lose. We're sure eager for this. We're sure eager for this, Hyoma. Oh, for sure. Don't mind you being so excited, but read the room a little, huh? We finally made it home, but now? Exactly. We thought we'd be scored our final victory. But now we gotta keep fighting? What's with all of you? As long as there's a threat to peace, our battle never ends. I'm shocked to hear that from you, Hyoma. You've grown a lot from the whiny boy who complained about everything. Guess even Hyoma had to grow up eventually. And there it is, the veterans getting all high and mighty with the younger pilots like always. Maybe you old fogies ought to leave this next battle to us kids and retire, huh? Yeah, see what the next generation's got. Not a chance. I'll be in the saddle my whole life. You want to make us retire? Then you'll have to build a lasting world peace so we're out of a job. For sure. Then we need to get there as soon as possible. Let's do it, everyone, so the grumpy old guy can take it nice and easy. We'll all do it together, Hyoma. You still got us. Ah, fine, whatever. Guess I'm along for the ride. Combine okay. Combine okay. Brainwaves are all in perfect sync. I'm happy to see young stars rising, but it means we're now the old men of the team. On top of which, you're gonna be a dad soon, Tetsuya. Man, time sure does fly. Don't let Tetsuya show you up, Master. Yeah, I'll be catching up on that later. Come on, Koji. Show some spirit. I'll come to the wedding at least. As for the spunky kids, you let the Getter team be the demon instructors to get them into shape. Man, we keep telling you to retire because you do stuff like that. Trust me, we'd love to if we could get the chance. We've got so much I'd like to do. Right, Amuro? Absolutely. I'd rather my whole life not be spent fighting. I 100% agree with you there, Lieutenant. Thank you, Chan. Having you say that makes the goal feel a little closer. What will you do when things are properly over, Lieutenant? Honestly, the idea of conflict ever being truly gone from the world might be a fantasy. But I will keep being Quattro Bagina, doing what I can to bring this world closer to that fantasy. Well, you might need some help with that. I'll be here if you need me, at least for a while. What about you, Camille? Any thoughts about what comes after for you? No, nothing comes to mind. Not right now. Safa, would you help me think about it? Camille? It's nice seeing young people with a future ahead of them. It's the job of adults to protect the future of the younger generation. I thought the same, and tried to build the future in my own way. But ultimately, after my despair drove me to cut ties with you and Camille, I became no different from Quastor. Char Aznable is dead. No one should care about that red comet anymore. He's just another relic of the past. I'm glad to have you here, Quattro. Thank you, Amuro. I'll do everything I can to help the next generation. That sounds good. I think that's what she wants too. What about you? What's your plan? I'll continue accompanying your group. The fact that the Phoenix is still here means my battle isn't over yet. Either, I suspect. So in other words, the world's still in danger. So that's why the Phoenix. Why she stands ready to lend us her strength? If that's true, then we need to do what we can to protect the future too. Are you sure you're okay with that? One misstep and you could end up doing something like the Neozong was going to do. Power isn't evil. What matters is using power for the right purposes. Someday, humanity will reach that point, I'm sure. Thank you. You saying that gives me some hope. You're being noisier than usual, Gridman. Wow, didn't think you'd do something like this to get involved just because we don't have junk here. It's fine, Utsumi. Even Gridman wants to enjoy the moment, I'm sure. We claimed the victory together, after all. Gridman's got a right to celebrate with everyone else, too. Yeah, that victory belongs to all of us. All our pain and sweat has been rewarded. I don't know. You didn't seem to be trying that hard if you ask me. Sumi, Rika, Ida, we were all able to complete our duty as hyper agents because all of us came together for it. I'm proud to have met you and the Dry Crews and to have fought as part of it. Aw man, I'm all embarrassed. I mean, all I did was get really hyped. Come on, what were you saying to me? You were the one who founded the Gridman Alliance. Yeah, we've got just as much to be proud of as anyone. Sounds like that's the story. We're gonna be sticking together, Gridman. Glad to hear it. We'll never stop doing what we can, right, Gridman? Cool, right until the end. Now that's what a hero's like. You've made a hero of yourself too, don't you think, Izuru? No way, not yet. Compared to you and Gridman, That's why I just gotta keep trying. I'm gonna be an amazing hero. That passion will bring you still greater heights. Gridman, don't go encouraging him, you thoughtless jerk. Nothing good comes from getting Izuru all puffed up. It's even worse for those of us who have to try to keep up with him. Pride comes before a fall, and there's a long way to go down in space. You want to do something, and use that fixer beam of yours to fix my stomach. A full spectrum of snark. Amazing. You even laid a hero low with that. The rabbits' teamwork is something else, huh? Whoa, Izuru. You're their leader, so you make sure you keep them all in line, okay? You bet, Randy. Be decisive, don't give up, and believe in your friends. I'll do just like what you said. The pilots all being raring to go like this makes us want to keep up too. We're counting on you, Izuru. Don't forget we're here for you too, Izuru. The hero sets forth, striding into history with his boon comrades. Thank you, everyone. If I'm any kind of hero, I'd owe it all to you. Oh god, he's inflating like a blimp. It's all of us that makes you a hero, Izuru. It doesn't even make you half a hero, more like 1/6 of a hero. Not even. You needed all the Dry Crews, so you're like not even 1/100th of a hero. Basically, if you want to call yourself a hero, you gotta work 100 times as hard. Got it. I'll do that, bro. Wow, he seriously took a full barrage of snark seriously. You've really grown, Izuru. You really think so? Your will and the will of the Dry Crews, this unbreakable will... Your will and the will of the Dry Crews, this unbreakable will drive back the threat of the Wolgru. You've become so strong, Izuru. Thank you so much, Teoria. Hey, don't worry so much, Kay. I mean, Teoria is Izuru's mom, right? I wasn't... Oh, I see. So even the tight-knit rabbits have some drama, huh? Must be nice on a mixed-gender team. Especially now that Captain Oliver belongs to Marbets. Cut it out, y'all. Getting jealous is pretty embarrassing. Actually, now's a good time. Why don't we change up the strike team? Yeah, maybe we can get a guy in as a new member. Well, I don't really want some weird creep who just joined to try to hit on us. Don't you worry, I think we know our candidates. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him. Well, sounds like you guys are settled. What do you think, Uso? Wait, me? Don't want to? I mean, I just, really like all of you in the strike team. It's just... Uso wants to get back to Casarelia as soon as possible, I'm sure. That's where Uso and Shakti lived, right? Oh yeah, the Ligue Militaire was always just a temporary thing for Uso, wasn't it? I'm really sorry. You don't need to feel sorry for a thing. Actually, I'm relieved you have a plan for the future, honestly. Well then, guess we'll have to get Odello and Tamash. I'll have to refuse. I hate it to join just to be dead weights. I'll pass too. Oh, don't you worry. We're not gonna give you trouble. You've got Alicia after all. Hey, whoa, not here. Wait, really? Alicia? I'm not part of this. That reaction. I think she might be interested in him. Hey Uso, can we come to Casarelia with you? Of course. Susie, Odello, Warren, Carl, and everyone from Highland too. I'd love to have Oliver and Marbet and the whole Shrek team to be there too, so we can all be together. Uso? That's why, Shakti. Please wait for me a little longer. Once this battle's really over, we can all go home to Casarelia together. I'll be waiting for that day, but I'm not leaving you alone, Uso. Your Casarelia sounds like a wonderful place, Uso. You should visit there sometime. Oh, certainly. Once the war is over, we can go anywhere in the world we want. Once that happens, I want to show Lantis all kinds of places. Hikaru? You came all the way from Sephiroth to our world. I want to show you all the fun things about it, rather than having you just come here to fight. Not just Lantis, but Eagle and Clef and everyone too. Hikaru? But they're all... I'm sorry, you're all done fighting, right? Since the Quasars are defeated? Lantis, we'll keep fighting, so you all should go back to Sephiroth, and I can't do that. Why wouldn't? Hikaru, your battle is my battle. Lantis is right, we're here for you, Hikaru. The immediate danger may have passed, but the world still dearly needs stability. Until everything is properly settled, we'll fight alongside you. Woohoo! Everyone's hearts are one. With this feeling, this power, we can overcome any challenge, I'm sure. Thank you. We'll use everyone's strength to protect the world. Yeah, you just count on us. Count? Count on us. Figuring out lunch plans. The Bed-to-Groner crew's here for you too, of course. Thank you. Once this is over, I can't wait to show you all over the world. Now just a second, Kiao. Don't you go making promises for all of us because you want to act cool. I'm just expressing the opinion of our great leader, Daba Myroad. Right, Daba? Yeah, honestly, I was about to say the same thing. Let's see, do you feel differently? No way, not at all. My heart's with you forever, Daba. Granted, we've come this far. I won't deny I'd like to see it all to the proper end as part of the Dry Cruise. Then it's settled. We'll fight together with the whole group. We'll pay them back for all the help they gave us, and also do the same we can as fellow people living in the same world. Ah well, what a shame. We'll take time to prepare for a journey to Spheats. I will accompany you as well until then. Is they gonna have every single person in this game talk to me? Thanks, Goblin. Poisson is still undergoing treatment. Besides, I suppose it would not be the worst thing to stay here in this solar system. Well hey, even Goblin kinda gets it, huh? You seem really happy about this, Kiao. Sure, can't just look the other way when some new enemy's coming, right? Besides, we spent all of our time here, so far fighting, gotta find a chance to have some, you know, good times too, right? Kiao. Kiao? I should have known. I know, Kiao, I understand you entirely. Oh good. We certainly need someone to make this conversation harder to follow. You're a mechanic, Kiao, so I'm sure you're hardly done messing around with the Dry Cruise's robots. And if the war rages on, there might be new weapons to see. On top of which, we might see exciting new robots from this other dimension. If that happens, Ernie? Appreciate that you're excited, but I'm mostly talking about the girls. Yes, female robots, of course. That's made famous by the Venus A. If I can ever get a chance to look at the real thing, I'm eager to take a chance to redesign the Zendog to have a more feminine silhouettes. Ernie, you do remember me, right? I pilot a Zendog too? Wait. What you're saying, Ernie, you're gonna stick around in this world? I plan on it, yes, Addy. You and everyone else can go back to Fremavella ahead of me. No way, not a chance. I'm not leaving your side, Ernie, not ever. Addy's not the only one. What kind of second in command would I be if I left my leader alone? You're not the only one who wants to expand their horizons, Ernesti. Not to sound like Kiao, but I definitely like the chance to see more of this world. It seems we from Fromavilla will continue assisting the dry crews. I kinda suspected things might turn out that way. Give it up. Given our silver-haired boy's robot soul, we could have seen this coming a mile away. Princess Eleonora, given the situation, if you wish to depart from home, then do not concern yourself with me. I'm enjoying all this myself. You've grown much stronger, Eleonora. I can hardly believe you once quivered in fear of Zalodek. You're quite ready to guide Kutzperka now, I should think. Come on, Ernie, do it. Order of the Silver Phoenix will continue to escort Princess Eleonora and will remain with His Highness Emrys as we did with the dry crews. Understood. Let's give it all we've got, Ernie. That's nice, huh, Deckard? We're still gonna see Ernie around. This is way too much talking. I won't deny he's a reliable ally, but the light we see in his eyes sometimes feels like something that goes beyond the norm. Well, if Duke's concerned, that puts it at around the level of a misdemeanor. I don't say things like that. They're our friends, fighting together with us. Roger that. We swear we'll fight with all of them for peace and freedom. Still, the battles continue even after the defeat of the Quaestors, huh? I hate to admit it, but maybe the Hygiusians had a point. What? You really think that Earth's gonna get ruined just like they said? Aren't we here to put a stop to that from ever happening? We sure are. Just as Tiny Boss said to them, we must confront the problem with our own power. And we'll keep moving forward little by little. Towards the goal we've always sought, a peaceful society, one without crime. Well said, you really are brave. Thank you, Grandpa Eldora. We can't let these whippersnappers show us up. We've still got to be an example to Koji and Ryoma and all the rest. Still, we can relax a bit. I'm getting pretty tired. You did great, Carlos. Well, guess the old Eldora crew are still motivated. What are you gonna do, Van? Me? Easy. I'm Van of the Dry Crews. Oh good, I was half worried you go, oh, my battle has ended, and leave or something. Right. Like he's got someplace to go. He knows he gets his meals free as long as he sticks around, huh? Right? Ray? What will you do? I'm the same. I have no place to go, which means I may as well try to help out the world Shino loved however I can. Oh please, how about you go someplace nice, like anywhere else? You know what? Same to you. Unbearable right to the ends. Enough, enough. Stop ruining everyone's motivation, okay? That's right, Van. You're fighting for peace for the world, so don't fight with your comrade. I don't remember ever becoming this guy's comrade. Van? Yeah, okay, sorry. I went too far. Everyone's gonna fight. Oh my god. I'm talk until the next commercial break, probably. Everyone's gonna fight for the future they want to see. So will we. As long as there's a battlefield, soldiers will be there, fighting, setting their souls ablaze. Of course, a world where people like us have nothing to do would be pretty keen. We just have to keep fighting until we reach that world. That's our final goal. Yeah, you bet. After all, if the fighting never stops, we're never gonna get past being engaged. Don't worry about me, Kai. I can wait as long as it takes. No way. Waiting is for suckers. You have to seize happiness with your own two hands. Yeah. Well, you do your best, Inoki, Kita. Oh, hey, Anya. Thank you, Hana. I hope you've got some advice on married life for us as the experienced one here. You bet. And of course, we've got to make sure Ikumi here can have an important person in his life someday too. Well, I suppose... Kaido? Naturally, I'll do everything I can for Kaido's big day too. Thank you, Alouettes. Our battles continues, but I want to believe the future still lies ahead. Past all of that. Kodo, let's keep doing our best, guy. For the world and for our future. We will, because that's the duty of a brave. The future. Lelouch? I know, I have no right to use that word. No way, Lelouch, you fought for the world like everyone else. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Colin. This, however, is an indisputable truth. What are you doing down? What do you want over here, Anya? I just don't want you to hurt yourself. I am the one whose life has already ended. I am in essence just a momentary guest in this world. Still, I wish to do everything I can until the very moment this life of mine that could disappear any moment finally ends. Lelouch, I'll be by your side until that happens. As will I, Lelouch. You aren't alone. As it happens, I don't actually mind you being involved in your schemes. Is that so? Sure is. Thank you, all of you. Until that time comes, I promise I will fight with you. Lelouch? Thank you, Lelouch. I owe you those words. Thank you, more than anyone. Captain, you received an urgent communications from the Federation Forces headquarters. What's happened? Moments ago, unknown mobile weapons appeared across the globe. Local units on all fronts have entered combat with these forces. What? Unknown mobile weapons appearing across the entirety of Earth simultaneously. Weapons from the old universe crossing the boundaries of dimension to attack us. Enemies from beyond the dimensional veil. If we can figure out how they were transported, we might be able to devise a way to return home. All while fighting for peace. That's 2 for the price of 1. We never did figure Damn, I did lose that guy. Did I lose the power parts I put on him? That'd be fucked up. Great. I don't remember what parts I had on him. Just like you have all the DLC missions, you get these extra missions at the end. So I'm pretty happy ending that for me. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play next. I kind of feel like taking a bit of a break. So probably won't see me on at least for a couple weeks. And that's fine because I got a lot of stuff going on. Very busy. I don't really have a lot here and nobody to really send us to, so everybody have a good rest of your Saturday, a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you when I see you.